Okay, first of all, it was awesome being in the Coliseum. It's great being on the grass. I think the field is just in amazing shape, and so that part was awesome. Just first time this spring being here and knowing we get to come back again Saturday is pretty cool, pretty exciting. Really big emphasis today on third downs, kind of the gradual progression of spring ball. We went basic install, we did a lot of red zone work, we practiced 3, a lot of third down work today, which was cool. The offense did a great job. I say that the biggest positive from a defensive standpoint was creating 5 turnovers, and it's been a point of emphasis. It's something I challenged the defenders on after practice 1 and 2. I thought we missed some opportunities. We weren't catching the ball today. Obviously, guys made some really good plays. Adoree had a couple picks. Quentin Powell, a forced fumble on the far sideline there. So, you look at it from the offensive side, you go, geez, we had 5 turnovers. But again, it's been a big point of emphasis of ours of creating turnovers on the defensive side of the ball. And that showed up today. And then ultimately the offense came away with a big win in the finish challenge. We went 5 third downs, and it was best out of 5. And they came back and hit the last 3 in a row to get the win. So it was a cool finish for them.
How's the safety position evolving for you, and how big and how crucial is Leon McQuay to that being where you want it to be?
Well, I think Leon and John Plattenberg are both really critical. They've both elevated their game. I think Leon and John are both playing with a great deal of confidence. They're playing fast. They're playing physical. It's, again, for both of those guys, Leon going to be a true junior, John Plattenberg a true sophomore, but really it's now year 2 in the system, and just the confidence that it takes to make the calls, to know your proper alignment, and then to play fast has really been evident through 4 practices for us. And they both have corner backgrounds, so they give us a little bit more versatility where we can play some more man-type coverages with both of those guys on slot receivers, which is something that we've wanted to do. We felt like that we need to recruit the position that way to get athletic safeties that can cover man-to-man because of all the spread teams that we get, and I think both those guys give us that.
Keith Hayward was saying about Leon specifically, he's really been pushing him to be more vocal because Leon's a quiet guy. How's that process coming? Do you see him, he's the old man in that group now.
Yeah, again, I think he's playing really confidently, and with confidence physically comes a little bit more confident to be more vocal. And when you're uncertain, it's a lot harder to speak up, and I think he's got a lot more certainty and confidence in the way he's playing and understanding the scheme to speak up more, to be that guy back there. And again, I think he and Plattenberg are playing off of one another really well.
Steve, any update on Bryce Dixon's situation?
No. Do you guys flip a coin? Who's going to ask for that?
No, but we do need to ask it.
Shortest straw, you draw it every time, Gary, or what?
What about? Someone's got to ask. What about Justin Davis? How's he?
I think Justin's playing really well. Justin's an explosive runner, and I don't know how many games last year he got a real chance to get into a rhythm as a runner because Buck was getting so many of the carries. But he showed flashes of the explosiveness, some of the touchdown runs, a couple of the catches he made out of the backfield. I know of the run against Notre Dame where he makes a guy miss in the backfield and scores a touchdown. I'm excited about the prospect of him getting more carries and really getting comfortable in the system. But he's practicing great. He's in great shape. Again, another guy who's, I think, just more confident. Year 3, maturing through college, through life, and on the field. And he's performing well. He really is.
With Buck gone and Trey still kind of working back, what have you seen from Soma and Jaleel as they've had more carries this spring?
Well, Soma especially is a big physical runner. He's heavy and he's faster than you think for a guy that big. Soma, he can, when he gets going, not a lot of moves, not a lot of jukes going on, but he's going to run straight ahead. He's kind of like a big freight train. He's hard to bring down, and we even see that even though we haven't gone live, we see guys trying to thud up and kind of bouncing off him and falling off him. So he gives us that. Both those guys are versatile players, which we've talked about. Jaleel had a great catch for a touchdown early in practice. We obviously saw Soma with a big catch there to end practice, down the field type stuff. And so they give us that versatility where we can stretch the field with them, we can run the power game with them with 2 backs, we can give them some carries, and it's a real luxury for us to have as we try to build the depth at that running back position.
having Soma to run the power game, how does that help your offensive line to have a guy that they know is going to get it up in there?
It's big. We like to be really multiple in the running game. Dan, we've got enough perimeter runs with the toss sweep stuff, with the outside zone. But at the end of the day, we're a downhill running football team, and whether it's the inside zone game, the power game, and as an offensive lineman, that's always, especially when you're a little younger, you always like going forward. It's easier to go forward. It's a lot more difficult to back up and block somebody than it is to go forward, and that style of running game allows us to do that. And when you have backs that believe in it, that they're willing to pour it up in there and be okay with 4 yards in a cloud of dust, because it's an attitude type play, it's helpful. I think it's helpful for the attitude of our football team, and Soma provides us some of that.
What are the challenges that Juju Smith faces in trying to become, this #1 receiver that everyone expects him to become sooner than later?
I think, one challenge is we need to get him totally healthy. He's still fighting he's coming off of the thumb injury that's not 100%, so he's working through that. 2 is not trying too hard, allowing the game to come to you and just making your plays naturally as they come. Juju exudes so much energy. I mean, the guy, every play is the most important play to him. It's amazing. That's why he's a great leader, and his teammates recognize it. But ultimately, it's relaxing and making those plays that he's capable of making. And he's been doing it all. He's been doing it all spring. There's probably been a handful of throws, catches that he'd like to have back, that maybe he didn't finish the play as well as he knows he's capable of. But he's making big plays. He did it again today down the field, and he just provides a real sense of confidence and natural leadership, even for a guy who's only going into his second year.
He wants to be that guy. Some people.
We'll get it. I'll get him both.
He wants to be that guy. Some people shy away from it. What does it say about him in terms of wanting to be that? Is that something that you can pick up in recruiting? Can you sense those?
I don't know. I don't know if you can always nail it. So much recruiting, you try as best you can to develop that relationship with guys and their families and whatnot. I don't know if I could have totally predicted the maturity that Juju has. I mean, he's a really mature guy. He can be silly and goofy and fun and be a freshman still, which is what he is, but he's really mature to his approach to the game and really in life. He's got an awesome family. He gets what's important, and he focuses on the things that are important to him. He has a lot of fun doing it, but he just has a unique ability to take it on and to be willing to be, as I said, even more mature. And he's got a bunch of younger siblings, and so I think it's a little bit natural for him to take charge and to kind of help others, and it's just been kind of normal for him, quite honestly. Go ahead, Scott.
Jake Locker retired.
Yeah.
Are you surprised?
I'm a little surprised, yeah. I haven't spoken to Jake yet. I will. It's too bad, but again, guys make decisions for what they think is right for them. I mean, Patrick Willis retired today too, which I think surprised a lot of people as well. So, Jake's a great guy. He's got an awesome wife and, great family back home in Washington. And I'm sure he's going to take his dog 10 and go hunting. He probably is already in his truck driving somewhere right now. So,
Okay.
alrighty, guys.